Be better daily. If you apply this one concept to your life every single day for the next week, for the next month, for the next 6 months, for the next year, and maybe even decade, wow, are you going to go far in life, right? Wow, are you going to be successful? And that is what is going to allow you to grow into the person that you need to become to live the best life possible. And I was reflecting on this because I was trying to find a core value, like a slogan for my channel, for my fitness brand, right? Shred at home if you want to look at it, right? And also for myself, like something that can bring together all three of those values together, or those things together into one coherent value that just makes up me. I thought about it, and it's that value right there. Be better daily, because this value can be applied to business, health, relationships, whatever it may be, any area of your life. And by the way, it's actually my middle name. Like, my middle name in Vietnamese is Thien. Say it with an upward inflection, Thien. And that means to basically be better daily. It means to move forward, like always push forward, right? And I say that because it's changed my life incredibly. And I haven't even been doing this every day. I do this like maybe every other week, right? Like improving every single day. That concept, I do it every week, maybe every other week. But it's got to me so far. And when I think about doing it every single day, like that's crazy, right? And because I was having a conversation with my boss today. My mentor, my business partner, and we were reflecting on like how much stuff we've gone through. And it's so crazy that I've only known him for not even 2 years yet. Upcoming 2 years once it hits September. But it hasn't even been 2 years yet, but it feels like an eternity. And by the way, one of the best ways to get better daily is to do a shit ton of work and do a shit ton of stuff daily. Because if you don't do stuff, then you can't iterate upon it. You can't reflect on it. You can't receive feedback, right? But the more stuff that you do, the more feedback you will receive, and the more that you will grow and do better daily, or be better daily, right? And it's a concept that has always been in the back of my mind, but I have never really like put it in and consciously thought about it. But what I'm going to do is basically every single day, probably at night when I'm recording this, I want to think of just one thing that I can improve upon, right? And then I also want to ask you, like, what is one thing you can improve upon for tomorrow? Or maybe even today, if you're just watching this in the morning, right? Because I also believe that's what life is all about, being better daily. Because when you believe that you are done growing, that's when you become stagnant. And honestly, that is when life becomes dull and depressing, at least in my experience. Because when we start to grow and be better daily, that's when life gets so exciting. It's painful, sure, but just like the thrill of learning and being able to impact people with that learning, there's genuinely no feeling like that, right? When you are able to see a challenge and overcome it, which that's what being better daily is, right? Growing from your mistakes and challenges, like it's like, damn, like I did that, like I solved that problem. I overcame it. And there's no feeling like that, to be honest. So yeah, I really encourage you, like every single night, to reflect on, and this is what I'm gonna do as well, like what could be better. And if I were to reflect on today, what could have I done better? I think that I could have not gotten Yogurtland because it's a lot of sugar. But this kind of sucks to say, but posting content, to be honest, I had no excuse not to post content today. I was on YouTube for a little bit. I had my video edited on my laptop, and I don't want to post it. And it's kind of late. My brain is telling me, it's kind of too late, Peter. You post it tomorrow. And it sucks because I'm not going to post it today. And that kind of shows you how weak my mind is. Actually, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to speak that into existence. But moving forward, it's like the main priorities for my day are: one, outbound, right, on LinkedIn. And number 2, content. Just those 2 things. If I do those 2 things, I will inevitably win. Oh, and also taking care of my clients, like messaging them. So where I went wrong today, how I can improve is actually allocating time to creating content, because I value that. That's important. But today was honestly a great day. Like I will, I can also improve by sleeping early, right? So the moment I turn this off and upload it, I'm going straight to bed. That's how I'm going to improve for next time. For tomorrow too, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because really, I made a video on this, but tomorrow starts today, right? And it's because I only got like 3 hours of sleep last night. It was awful. It was genuinely awful. I felt like out of this world in a bad way. I ate a lot of carbs. I was up late. I was jerking it. You know, I was scrolling. I was doom scrolling, which I don't do ever often, right? And I just felt awful. And so when I woke up the next day, my stomach was hurting so much. It was like it was an unsettling feeling inside my stomach. And I also, what did I also do? I was driving to my client and I was sleepy. Man, was I sleepy. I was just tired. So get in your sleep, please. Because I realize now, and it's a great reminder because I get reminded of this often, including through car crashes and sleeping behind the wheel. But when I sleep, this is what I found. When I don't get enough sleep, especially consecutively in consecutive nights, right? Like back-to-back nights. When I don't get enough sleep, which counts as more than 6 hours of sleep, my brain, I just get dumber. Like, I'll be honest, I get dumber. My willpower goes way, way down. I'm a lot more susceptible to really, really bad habits, like doom scrolling, like masturbating, like whatever it may be, right? Not doing my daily activity, you know, my daily non-negotiables. My mind is a lot more susceptible to that. And I just become a worse human being, like at every single level across the board. And so if that's the case, like, why would I not want to get my sleep in? And so that's why I'm going to go sleep early today. But anyway, today was a great day. Like, one thing I realized about myself is that I really get energy from talking and presenting in front of people. And I think that's one of my gifts. I think that, because like when I talk in front of the camera, right? Like when I'm trying to record, recording for you, that's fine because I can imagine you there. But let's say I'm recording content by myself. I start stuttering. I start being like, right? It's not natural. But when I'm talking to, let's say, you, because I can feel you behind the screen, or when I'm presenting to my team, like there's a whiteboard behind, or my presentation slides behind me, and I'm giving them lessons and presenting and being powerful, showing up, being confident, asking them questions, making it fun. It's very natural. It's very natural. And their reactions to me, I get so much energy from that. I genuinely do. It makes me so happy. And so I'm going to lean into that a lot more, to be honest, with like knowing that with life. It's fun. It's fun. So it feels good to be able to distill my hard-earned lessons to others so that they could perhaps, you know, kind of fast track their way to where I'm at so that they don't have to go through the pain that I went, right? But what else? It was a really fun presentation, though. I will not lie. The key idea of that presentation that I gave to my trainers at our trainer workshop was that everything starts at its core caring, right? There's a quote that one of my friends at a UFC club told me. And she said, Peter, you know, you can teach people you can teach anyone a skill, but you can't teach people to care. Something along those lines. I think I butchered it. But that's the idea, right? You can teach people skills, but you can't teach people to care. And so I brought this lesson to my trainer workshop, and I was like, guys, if you want to succeed and excel as a personal trainer, because I know you do, I know you want to make a lot of money, I know you want to be successful, it's at its root, it starts with caring about the client. Because when you care about the client, they can feel that, right? You know, for example, when someone is being fake, when they don't actually care about you, when they're just doing the thing just to do the thing, right? So people will know when you actually care about them, when you genuinely deep inside, when you care about them, because it will bleed through your actions, your conviction, your words, how you talk to them, how you approach them, right? And when they feel that energy, when they feel that you genuinely have their best interests at heart, they will trust you, right? They will trust you. They will listen to your advice. And what happens when they listen to your advice? They will probably see results. If you're a good trainer, they will probably see results, right? And when they see results, what happens? Right? They believe in you even more. And then you do it even more because you like that feeling. And yeah, right? And they get to their goal weight. And what happens when that happens? What happens when a person that is 300 pounds goes down to 150? They look completely different, right? So let's say, perhaps, right, one of their friends sees them in a very long time their friend sees them, right? And they're like, oh, what in the world happened? How did it happen? Oh, I see. How did it happen? And then, of course, that person, the client, will give you your flowers, right? And then if that friend is perhaps overweight, they're going to want to do it too because, they saw their friend lose weight. Yeah. How do I know this works? Because it happened with me. As in, I had a client, got him to lose weight, and then his friend's son pointed at him, was like, Dad, look, he changed. And then the dad came to me, and he invested in me, got his money, and I'm now going to help him lose a ton of weight and change his life for the better. So that's why caring is so important. And the next part of that is that, or the final part is that when you genuinely care about someone, when you genuinely care about the person you are serving, you will have an unmatched sense of purpose when you are serving them, right? You will feel like you are put on this earth for a mission. And when you do help them, you feel so good about it. Even when it's painful, even when, you might feel a little lazy, even when, whatever it may be, when you actually do the action, you're going to feel, wow, like I'm helping out this person. So caring about what you do, but most importantly, who you serve, right? That is honestly the secret to loving what you do as a job, as a career, or as a business. Okay. But after that, spent some quality time with my boss, and like I said, we reflected on the past, and that's what made me really realize, like, when you do a lot of stuff, and when you do your best to improve every single time, every single day, like, it's like you're living multiple lifetimes in a short amount of time. Like, 2 years has gone by with my time at this company, at Per Fitness, and it genuinely feels like an entire, like, college worth of experience. Like, four years at the minimum. Because like so many things change, especially when you're at a startup or a business in its beginning stages. Things change so much. Employees turn, like, different systems are implemented. There's so much stuff. But with that being said, moral of the story for today, and also the value that I want to really, really embrace with my brand and who I am as a person, because I do live by this, or at least I strive to live by this. It's it's be better daily. Be better daily. And when you apply this core concept to your life as often as you can, you will succeed in every area of life you decide to apply it to. All right, that's it for today. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your night. It is PLOG V1.32, 1.32, and peace out. PLOG out. Be better daily. Peace. See you guys tomorrow.